So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. And looking down the list of names, it does look, Jim, as though it's going to be a 5-3-2.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to...
Rafael Leao! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Valverde. Oh, that's nice. Valverde tries making a foray down the right. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Driven forward, Vinicius Junior is carrying after that one. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Traoré, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. It's a really well-measured ball. Palmer. Vinicius Junior. And he shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That's a sharp pass. It's an inviting looking ball, that. So it is still 0-0. And they're quick to get it back. Koundé, Tchouaméni for Valverde, and it's Valverde. That's a shade optimistic. It's gone for a throw-in. Gets to show off his quick feet. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Some good work on the right flank here. Great vision. Locatelli.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
McAllister. Chouameni. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Valverde. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Palmer. Now, can they get him away? It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chouameni. Taken back almost at once. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Cucurella. That's a good run down the left. Looking for a runner. It's a goal kick. Davis. Getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And it's Koundé. It's Van Dijk. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's picked his way through. Thuram. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That's been cut out, well played. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Gordon. And the counter is on. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's skewed away. And it's Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. Bellingham. Locatelli. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Thuram, back into the middle. Cucurella looking to run onto it. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now, and they will. Oh, has another go! There it is! into first-half stoppage time. A crucial goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following it.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Madrid leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Valverde turns back here, probably the best option. It's a searching pass. And it's Locatelli. Now it's Mbappe. Davis. Nice control. Oh, what has happened here? Vinicius Junior. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Davis. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Climbs up big! They've done it! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Threads one in. Valverde.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Thinks one through. McAllister is in a really good position out wide.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22.
Eze.
El dorsal 7.
Ruben
El
Dias.
dorsal 19. El dorsal 20.
It's Koundé.
El dorsal 9. Serán sustituidos por el
Now Van de
dorsal
Ven.
6. El dorsal 8.
Cucurella.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 15. Cambio de jugadores.
Now Ruben Dias. And it's Koundé. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Yamal. Can he latch on to this?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Paris Saint-Germain making another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Davis gets a foot in here. He's a sharp little ball here. Chouameni. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And there's the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Yildiz being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of... Yildiz! Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Lukaku. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Paris Saint-Germain can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Yamal played into the middle. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Can he get onto this? Haaland! Oh, important interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Lukaku. Gravenberch. Davis. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Barella. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's going to go a long way. And here's Lukaku. Tries to... Can he finish? Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day! This could well be it! And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
We have already started here.
Gordon was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's well spotted. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And here's Gordon, gives it back. And it's Koundé, showing good feet. It's a good run down the right. Ball driven towards the far post. Out for a throw. Palmer. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cucurella.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text him.
Chance, surely! Goal! The movement so precise,
the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Palmer.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Goes looking wide. Valverde. Now it's Thuram. He's onside. Thuram! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've scored! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Driving forward. Valverde wins the duel this time. Tchouaméni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cucurella. Tchouaméni. Out to the left it goes. And it's Cucurella. That is a brilliant interception.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he cuts out the supply. Palmer. Now it's Thuram. Bellingham. Mbappe powering forward here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Henderson punts it upfield. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koundé made a search from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. A good-looking ball. Bellingham. Mbappe! Palmer thinks one through. He's being urged to shoot. And that's gone route one. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now there's a fine... Great chance! Fabulous from McAllister. About as smooth as it gets. And the second half is off to a flyer. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Played out wide. Koundé. Passing nice and neat. Valverde.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thinks about the shot. That's tidy. That is good strength. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Vinicius Junior being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Just about up to the hour now. And it's Davis. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
El dorsal 15. El dorsal 8. El dorsal 10.
Tchouaméni.
El dorsal 6. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tchouaméni, that's headed upfield. Eze has it out wide and in space. Plays it in. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Cucurella. Now Ruben Dias. Now it's Lukaku. Barella. Yildiz. He's on it, can he get away?
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Dembele receives it in a wide position. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Good ball, good take. Chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Tchouaméni can get it clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Yamal, and they can counter here. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Cambio de jugadores.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Madrid are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Haaland. And it's Tchouaméni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Just 5 minutes left. Now it's Szoboszlai.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Can he get it through? João Neves. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. Dembele. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he has shown him a yellow card. Van Dijk. The final seconds now. Tchouaméni. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Bruno Fernandes. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's had it nicked away. The ball has bounced loose now. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pinches it off him. Thuram. And he's managed to get free. No, that's been intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Mbappe. Great ball, and he's in here. That's Valverde. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Cleared without complication.
And it's Tchouaméni.
Fires it in low.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Madrid with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Koundé. Oh, important interception. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Now it's Mbappe. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I'm curious to see the winger Anthony Gordon being tasked with doing what he does here, Peter. He's such a good team player. I think he'll be looking to create space in those key areas out wide. He certainly has all the right attributes to do that. The pace, the directness, the work rate. He's got everything he needs.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Ambitious ball here. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! He's scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Very nicely done. And it's McAllister. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Thuram. He can run onto that. Locatelli. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Locatelli. Koundé. Good ball, good take. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cucurella. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Now that's well seen too. Davis. And it's Locatelli. And it's Davis. Gordon. McAllister. Big chance! He's got a goal! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Paris Saint-Germain grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Pass somewhat off target. Tchouameni. Valverde. Here's Tchouameni. Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Koundé. And it's McAllister. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
And here's Mbappe. Barella. Mbappe. And it's Locatelli.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Passing nice and neat. And it's Koundé. This looks promising. Lovely bit of skill. Koundé's cross. Valverde. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Madrid are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que no está permitido el consumo de bebidas alcohólicas dentro del estadio. Se va a producir un
And
cambio
that's
de
the second
jugador.
half started.
El dorsal 9 será reemplazado por el dorsal 6.
McAllister given the lift of his goal. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, such a clever touch. Van der Ven deals with that comfortably. Now there's a fine ball. Nicely aimed pass. Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've...
Up he goes! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Madrid have their second corner now. Barella with the short one. Koundé. That is lovely. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Cucurella. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham tries making a foray down the right. And it's Koundé. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And he's intervened well there. McAllister. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. Koundé. And it's Bellingham. Now it's McAllister. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 19.
Paris Saint-Germain go
El
into the
dorsal
lead.
15.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
El dorsal 10.
And that's definitely not his best. Haaland, and he plays one through. Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele is onto this. Half an hour gone in the second half. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Palmer. João Neves. Oh, nice touch. João Neves puts a cross in. Henderson claims it without any fuss.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Lukaku. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And here's Dembele. Tries to play it through. And the flag has stayed down. Oh, that's neat. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Backward it goes. A header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Palmer. Koundé.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Now João Neves. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eze. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! They have stolen level at the last! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Madrid did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Now, can they get him away? Eze receives it in a wide position. Eze climbs up big! And he's there to get it away. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Davis getting this one clear. Van de Ven. Ruben Dias. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eze showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Searching pass he's played there. It's a promising position. And it's Gravenberch. Not the most accurate pass. And that's been won straight back. Yamal. He won't be happy with that one. Palmer. And it's Tchouaméni. Now Van Dijk. Haaland looks to get on the end of this.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's he's having a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! That's it for the first period of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 3 será
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Dembele, and the through ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And they've got rid.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Great vision. Oh, delightful ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he thumps it clear. Madrid have it back and can go again. And this is Lukaku. It's Lukaku! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is quite a battle. Davis. Szoboszlai. Now Saliba.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tchouameni. Oh, no joy this time. Haaland. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's worked it through. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. Lukaku is over the first kick. And he does it with poise.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Haaland steps up for his penalty. Off the post!
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
Madrid are looking for comfort. It's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Well, in trying to get clever, that ended up being too comfortable for the keeper.
Palmer is the man who's second in line. Coolly into the bottom corner.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Dembele is the third man to step forward.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Szoboszlai will take the third penalty.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, and didn't change.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
And in with absolute accuracy.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Madrid must score here to stay in it.
thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Henderson.
Obliged to stop this to keep them alive. That's it! It is done! Madrid fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout, as cruel as that is.